What up, everybody? It's your boy Sack the King up in this motherfucker, man. And yes, as y'all can see from the title, we have a few things to discuss, man. But as you already know, if you are already a returning subscriber, if you're not, make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to know and you can help the channel grow. Now, I want to say this before I get into this video. I appreciate each and every view. I appreciate each and every engagement as far as comment, like, dislike, and I very much appreciate all of my new subscribers. It tells me, you know, who's watching, who's not watching, how long y'all watching, who's subscribing and all that. So I just want to give a shout out to all of y'all. Man, let's keep running this shit back up, man. You know, as you can see from the very first video I dropped, some haters got my shit took down. But hey, I'm a firm believer of if you do it once, that's luck. If you do it twice, that's skill. You feel what I'm saying? So anyways, man, without any further ado, YNW Melly trial has ended in a mistrial. Now, as you can see from the title, that's both a good and a bad thing. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? Now, let me put this out there. I am not a lawyer, nor do I claim to be, but I do have a surface knowledge, you know, just basic knowledge of, you know, certain laws and things like a mistrial. Now, if you don't know what a mistrial is, it means that the jury could not come to an agreement on guilty or not guilty, right? So it's pretty much a draw. It's not a win or it's not a loss, but it is a win and a loss in a way. And I will break that down to you off the top of my head here in a second. But first I want to say that when I was online looking, his mother has come out and said that 9 jurors said that he was not guilty. 3 jurors voted guilty. All right. So I know y'all probably thinking like, damn, well, how is it a mistrial? You should be not guilty. Well, they couldn't come to an agreement at all of guilty or not guilty. So I guess that just goes to show you that 3 can outpower or have the same amount of power as 9. Now, I told y'all in previous videos that I believe he had 1 juror for sure. You know, that was the girl who had brought up the problem of having the fucking police officer with the mask on, right? Now, just my personal opinion, like, you know, all right, how do I say this? Okay, so first of all, like, I got a street background, so I wouldn't want to be on no jury anyway. Like, to me, I'm not finna be on no jury. I don't give a fuck if it's for a jaywalking case. I'm not finna be on nobody's jury, especially nobody's double homicide case. You feel what I'm saying? That's just like putting, like, you know, that shit is for like regular ass, like never did any kind of crimes at all type civilian motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? I do not fit that caliber. Actually, you know, I'm not committing crimes no more. I'm not in the streets. I've been out. If you look at some of these old videos, it's been years since I've been in the streets. But just the street nigga in me that's still in me just won't allow me to ever be on nobody's jury. With that being said, you know, with that being said, I would say, you know, free Melly, because it ain't what you can prove. It's, you know, it ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck what you know. It's what you can prove. And obviously, if there's a mistrial and people couldn't come to a consensus or a agreement of guilty or not guilty, then, you know, hey man, you gotta let that nigga go. That's what I would be feeling like if I was in that nigga position. You feel me? Like, let me go, my nigga. But anyways, now on the other side of the coin, right? Because there's always 2 sides of the coin. If I was just a regular civilian ass person, never, like I said, you know, just a normal, productive member of society, never did any kind of crimes at all, you know what I mean? Which I kind of am, you know, at this point. And I watched the whole trial. Like I said in previous videos, I watched every single minute of this trial, including up to this point. You feel what I'm saying? And if that was me on the jury, which again, me being me, I would not be on that jury anyway. But let's just play devil's advocate and let's just, you know, for the sake of conversation, I would have probably voted guilty because I seen all the evidence, even evidence including shit that wasn't able to be put in the trial, and most importantly, science. science. Like we're not gonna sit here and just throw science and some common sense and logic out the window. So if I'm looking at it as just a regular ass civilian perspective, you feel me? I personally think it was guilty. But as the person I am, me here today, hey man, free that man, because it ain't what you know, it ain't what you think, it's what you can prove. And obviously you didn't prove your fucking case. Now, let's get into why this is a good and a bad thing, all right? Now, yes, a mistrial is a draw. You feel me? Nobody really won, but yes, people did win, and yes, people did lose. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now, Melly is a good thing because Melly's not guilty. I'll take a mistrial 100 times before I take one guilty. You know what I mean? One guilty, you're out of there. You're out of there. You don't get a second chance. You are out of there. You feel what I'm saying? You can file an appeal, but usually those things are hard to beat. You feel what I'm saying? Especially in a case like this where it was so much scientific evidence to prove, you know what I mean, that these niggas didn't get killed in a drive-by like claiming to be. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a good thing. These are reasons why it's good. Melly is living to fight another day. Yes, he has to go. He doesn't automatically get to be released. Now, it's a lot of people in the comments on social media like, oh, he's coming home, he's free, yeah. No, bruh. He has to sit in jail until they retry this case again. And yes, they are going to retry this case again. Now, sometimes in a mistrial, people might get off because they just don't have, the state don't want to spend the money or the time to try to retry this case. But this prosecutor seems like, nah, she's not going out like that and she wants to retry this case. We'll see. But if I was a betting man, I would bet that they're going to retry this case. You feel me? They have a lot of fucking evidence. You know what I mean? Anyways, with that being said, it's a good thing for the defense too, because they didn't lose the case and they still got motion. They still got motion on winning this case. So like I said, it's a draw. You know, nobody really won and nobody really lost. Is wins and losses are computed differently, as like I just gave you the first example of Melly being free. He's not guilty, or free as in not guilty and not, you know, having to go through and face the death penalty now phase of it. You know what I'm saying? But he still has to remain in jail. And personally, just like, again, you know, as a civilian, you know, normal as civilian, my opinion would be different. But as the person I am today, I feel like they should give him some bail now because he's been in prison 5 years. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have enough evidence to convict this guy, okay, yeah, he's gonna have to go through a whole nother trial again. But man, let this nigga out on bail or something until then. You feel me? He's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? He's gonna have an ankle monitor. He's gonna do whatever you gotta do. But I feel like, you know, if it was me personally, I would just feel like I need some kind of bail now. You feel me? Anyways, that's not always how it works. So he's most likely going to have to still go back to the same cell and sit there. But at least he has the moral and short-term victory of, nigga, I'm not guilty. I still got action. I still got motion at this shit, right? Now, here comes the bad. Here comes the bad. The bad thing is now the prosecution has a reset button. You feel what I'm saying? Now it's kind of a small victory for the prosecution as well, because now everything that they felt like they fucked up with this case this time around, they get to hit the reset button and tighten all that shit up. You know, same for the defense too. Whatever they felt, I mean, the defense is probably feeling good. They probably feeling good. Like if it's not guilty, then we're doing something right. But the prosecution now is like they got all the cheat codes now. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a bad thing for Melly, is that now the prosecution can go back and look at this whole case and see where they fucked up and get more experts, you know, to help them out to prepare a new trial for this. I mean, hey, I'll take a mistrial all day, but damn, you know, now they get the cheat codes and they get the reset button, right? Here goes another bad thing, you know, and this is the most important one. Everybody's been watching this trial at this point. Everybody's seen this shit or heard about it, right? Now you give future jurors, future potential jurors, the cheat code to go watch the whole trial and see all of the evidence that wasn't put into the case. If they haven't already been keeping up with this shit, right? So now you're gonna have a jury, you know, that's already got their minds made up. And that can be good too for Melly, because some people might come in there and be like, oh shit, man, that nigga innocent. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna go through the motions, and I'm gonna vote innocent. You know what I mean? But you have also the other side of the coin where it might be people that have been watching the trial like, hell no, this motherfucker is guilty as a bitch. And then they get selected for the jury and they already got their mind made up. You feel me? So that is a thing that's working against Melly right now, is that one, the prosecution gets to tighten up all their loose ends on, you know, things that they might have stumbled with in this trial. Two, they're going to go back to the drawing board and they're going to have other, you know, lawyers and whoever that's been watching this case give them some pointers on what they should do and how they should do it the next time. You feel me? And third, now you might have a tainted jury, which could go either way, you know what I mean? So I'll say that's kind of a draw, you know what I mean? You might have a whole new jury who has been watching this trial or gets to go back and watch the whole trial and see all of the evidence, even shit that the jury didn't get to see, and then they might already have their opinion formulated, whether good or bad, innocent or guilty, before they even step into the courtroom. So, you know, hey, a mistrial is better than guilty. Any fucking day, I'll take 100 mistrials before I take one guilty, man. But tell me what you think in these comments, man. Anybody who's been keeping up with it, you know, whether you're a fanboy or whether you think logically and you got some kind of common sense about yourself, hey, man, let me know in these comments what you think, man. But hey, right now, I'm feeling like, hey, they need to at least give this nigga some bail, because, hey, it's a mistrial, man. Like, y'all didn't win, but we didn't lose either, though. You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, man, we're going to keep up with this shit. We're going to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? This is like the first trial I ever watched the whole way through. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to watch this YSL shit, too, because this shit is crazy before it's even started. So, stay tuned for those videos, man. I got some more content. I'm gonna get back into telling these life stories too, because a lot of people have been asking about that on Instagram, man. Follow my Instagram, sack.the.king. And yeah, you know, hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to know and you can help the channel grow. What do y'all think about this YNW Melly mistrial? Yeah, let me know. It's your boy Sack the King, and I'm out.